of. The other problem you have is how do you again go on understanding your, what do you call the mass? Don't forget, your own mass is internal, but in its internal operation has many dimensions. When you consider the mass itself is magnetic and gravitational based. Itself has to have a limitation of itself, which is the body of the man, and its environment, which allows it to grow into. Now your dynamo becomes a little bit bigger, because what has created the mass itself, it dictates the speed of its motion too. Not only internally, but in respect to the environment which is operating in. In many of the teachings, I explain a simple way, simple word, and nobody have understood. It's in the book, I think, number 1 or 2. I always say, I think it's maybe in book number 3, that the universe cannot grow in the unicos unless the other universes do not give the space for it to exist. This comes out of the present theory that the universe is expanding. It can only expand to the limit that the others allow it to exist, that it does not endanger their existence. In so many ways, the only condition of the existence of the mass is the magnetic positioning of the others in respect to each other and the universe we exist. It can only grow and it can only exist in that space and nowhere else. Because if the spaces of, let's say, F and D does not create more than 5 centimeter gap, this gentleman here cannot be more than most probably 4.5, because it has to fit in here. Even though it has its own mass, but its mass in respect to position has partially gets dictated by the environment it is in. Do you gain more mass by absorbing more energy from the environment of where you're trying to coexist? Or do you reduce mass? So the mass in the universal plasma constant does not exist. And this is another assumption which is made by Einstein.